Good afternoon, I hope everyone's well today. I wanted to make a video that's sort of about Heidi Alexander replacing Louise Hay as the Transport Secretary in this United Kingdom over a discussion over reporting a mobile phone stolen about 10 years ago and why that largely doesn't matter. So I want to get into that. The Cabinet of the United Kingdom are spokespeople. They are not entrusted with any real power. They don't make policy, they don't form policy. Policy is formed primarily by the Prime Minister, and even that is on the advice of the senior civil service, the permanent bureaucracy of the United Kingdom. They hold the power, not the elected officials that we put in Downing Street and in Parliament. I've known this for quite some time, and it needs to change. When you think about foreign affairs, everyone thinks that the clown, David Lammy, is in charge. He's not in charge. He's got a portfolio. The portfolio has notes in it, and they are written by Ailsa Terry, who is Private Secretary to the Prime Minister, responsible for foreign affairs. She holds the whip hand. She has all the power with foreign policy, with the Prime Minister, and she is unelected and she's unaccountable. Okay? So when everyone thinks we've got this buffoon going around, well, yeah, that's true. We do have a buffoon going around, but he hasn't got any power. When the Home Secretary, we had Braverman and Priti Patel, they weren't given any real power under the Tories to do anything that they wanted to implement. So when we need to look at people to blame, we need to think about who we're blaming and why. The Brexit that we got, the Brino, the Brexit in name only, why do you think we got that? When Brexit was trying to get through Parliament and Parliament was frustrating the vote, that was probably on the advice of the civil service to senior members of Parliament to frustrate that process. The civil service needs to change, and the way we are governed needs to change, okay? That is my opinion. None of the elected officials that we put in have any real power. It makes no difference who the spokespeople for the government are until this in government changes. What I would also say is there was even whispers that the civil service were speaking to the late Queen to try and get her to influence the Prime Minister's policy through their weekly audiences. So it goes both ways. There is unelected power with the monarch. Anyone says that the power of the monarch is useless or they have no power, they do have power. They do have the power to dismiss prime ministers. They do have the power to dissolve parliament. They just need to know that they've got the tacit support of the country, and it's there for a reason. But specifically, the unelected power of the civil service, no one ever voted for. They should be there to implement policy decisions that the elected parliaments and the elected ministers have been elected to do. That is their only function. If none of them want to do that, show them the door. This is what democracy is. This is what democracy in action is. Not being handed a pamphlet or a portfolio by an unelected bureaucrat saying this is what you will say. That is not democracy. That is a bureaucracy, and it is a disgrace. If you like this video, give me a like and subscribe, give me a thumbs up, and maybe share the video. We are led by donkeys, and the civil service needs to be called out on their BS. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.